Hey everyone, I have a question for you. Have you ever seen someone wearing a hearing device out in public or somewhere and you become curious about how you should approach them? Many people are unsure about how they should properly communicate with individuals with hearing loss, so this video is going to be focused on that. I'm going to make up a story about you meeting a girl who uses a hearing device to help her hear, and we're going to go over the step-by-step process on how you should approach her and why. You see a girl at a local coffee shop almost every week and you have been wanting to talk to her, but you notice that she has cochlear implants to help her hear. You are undecisive on whether you should approach her or not because you don't know how you should talk to her. The girl's name is Allie, and there are a few things that you should consider when you talk to her. People often assume that because a person has cochlear implants or a hearing device to help them hear, that their hearing loss has been cured, which is far from the truth. At the end of the day, they are still hard of hearing and they still struggle to listen every day, and they still require some accommodations to help them stay caught up in life. The quality of their hearing may have been improved because of the hearing device, but it is still not where it needs to be. Hearing loss does not have an age. Some may have lost their hearing due to an illness like meningitis or a high fever as a baby. Others may have been born deaf, and some may have lost their hearing due to an accident that caused damages to their hearing. Regardless, hearing loss does not have an age. Anybody can lose their hearing at any time in their lives. Hearing loss is like climbing a mountain that no one else can see. They can speak and carry on conversations, but you cannot see the amount of effort that they put into simply following the conversation. They often rely on a lot of lip reading, and sometimes they may need you to repeat yourself a few times, and sometimes they may even pretend to be following the conversation because they're afraid of to advocate for themselves due to things like lack of compassion and lack of understanding and impatience. Individuals with hearing loss may have needs to accommodate their hearing loss, but they are still normal. Allie has a personality, she has feelings, she has her own opinions, and she has her own hobbies and interests just like any normal person would. So it's okay to treat her as you would a hearing person as far as trying to get to know her. So what are some do's and don'ts when conversing with Allie? Make sure you have her attention before you start a conversation with her. You can do that by tapping her shoulder or waving at her until she looks at you. Just make sure that she's looking at you before you start a conversation with her. It's okay to ask Allie questions about her hearing loss and how you can better accommodate her in the future. It's actually encouraged because her hearing loss is a part of who she is, and you're actually just getting to know her and why she is the way that she is because of her hearing loss. It will also help you become more aware for if you ever run into another deaf or hard of hearing person in the future. It takes compassion and patience to be able to communicate with an individual with hearing loss. Allie may have you repeat yourself more than a few times, and she may tell you what you can do to help her understand you better. It is recommended to find a seat somewhere where there is minimal background noises. Allie often struggles to hear or follow conversations when there are a lot of background noises. Most hard of hearing individuals struggle with separating a person's voice from the background noises. It is also recommended that you find a seat where there's good lighting so that Allie can see your lips. It would be difficult for her to read your lips in the dark. Hard of hearing individuals typically are not able to hear whispers, especially if you are trying to whisper into Allie's ear without her being able to see your lips. If you want to communicate something private, you can mouth it to her, or you can text her, or you can write it down. Don't talk too fast and don't talk too slow. It may take her a minute to process what you are saying, so try not to talk too fast, but also don't talk too slow either unless she requests it. Basically, just talk to her like you would any other normal hearing person unless told otherwise. Now that you are an expert on how to communicate with a hard of hearing person, you're going to make Allie's entire day because of your awareness. If you want to learn more about the deaf and hard of hearing community, this page called How to Communicate with Deaf People When You Don't Know Sign Language from a website called Life Hacker presents lots of valuable information on how to communicate with deaf and hard of hearing individuals and offers resources to learn basic sign language if you desire to do that. You can also look up lots of educational videos on YouTube where deaf people share their personal experience and educate the public about the deaf community. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video was helpful to you at all, please subscribe so that you will learn more about the deaf and hard of hearing community.